What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another Monday night for another Shade Selects. Welcome in. Hope everybody had an amazing weekend. For those of you who are new to Shade Selects, I'm going to bring my co-host in here shortly, Nick Kostos, sports betting personality of You Better You Bet, and we are going to discuss all of our pickups for last week, and then we're going to talk about all of the up-and-coming drops for this week, and we will see whether or not we're going to pick them up or pass. This was a huge, heavy-hitting week. Oh my goodness, I'm exhausted from all of the shoe drops. It's, Yeezy's here, Nike there, left and right. We got New Balance coming out. What's going on, Kai? Gummy Bear. Richard in the house. What's going on, Terrell? IC Productions. Kai, Adam, Sean, Mabane. We got everyone in here tonight. What's going on, Sean, Gunner, Jeff, Duncan? So let's bring in my co-host here right now. Right. What's going on, Kostos? Welcome in.
What's up? Great to be here with you on a Monday. I can just say in advance for everyone watching, I think you'll all be very jealous of what Marissa was able to accomplish this week. I know that I definitely am. You absolutely killed it. And can't wait to see all the pickups and what they look like in hand. Really excited. Great to be with you here.
Got a lot. I saw Kostos actually on Instagram. If you guys are not following him, go and follow him now. He was rocking some heat on this beautiful Sunday. I mean, between the all yellow outfit with those brand new Ame Leon doors, which I'm still waiting on my color. I am still waiting. I have not got that shipment in. Oh, I do have one though, but that is the color I've been waiting for. So you got the green, I've got the red and navy.
And these are even better in person because I don't think you can see it here, like just on camera. Like you really need to hold them in hand. But the midsole is like yellowed, like purposefully yellowed. So it's not like oatmeal or cream. It's yellow to match like the various hits of yellow, including on the end of the 550. Where yeah. I just think it's such like a beautiful little touch to it that you wouldn't notice it.
You can definitely see like it's that vintage look. It's so cool. I mean, how they aged this. It is insane.
It's sick, and I think it looks even better, honestly, in person than it does like in pictures or in video. Like on feet, these look absolutely crazy. And if people are interested, check out my Instagram, TheKostos. I have a picture posted from yesterday wearing these.
Kostos did such a fire job styling those. I can't wait to get mine in hand so I can do my take on the styling. Just waiting for them to hit me with that. Your order has been shipped. Come on, New Balance. Let's go. I got to give a little DJ horn to Terrell right now. With the $9.99 donation. Thank you so much, as always, for your support, Terrell. Always love having you guys in here. What's going on? We got some new people jumping in. 47 gem drops. Blue Lightning, you changed your name. What's going on? I lose track of you guys when you change your names on me. We got Zone 313, Kinnear in the house, and Mr. Streeter and Anthony. Good to see you guys all in here. So Kostos and I are just basically going through our pickups for last week, and we both, fortunately, were able to cop some beautiful Ame Leon door New Balances. If you guys have not seen these 550s in hand, you need to grab a pair just to feel the quality that has gone into this shoe. These are just such beautifully well done shoes that are from the 80s. I mean, they have not brought these out of the archives in so long. It's insane.
They're perfect. Absolutely I would just tell people, don't wear these too tight. Like, as I went all the way down to like the last lace hole, like when I first got them. And then like my heel kept rubbing on the side here. So like it will get a little tight if you wear them really tight. So I think wear these a little looser and they'll be a lot more comfortable.
I definitely wear mine extremely loose to the point where my heel actually kind of comes and pops up a little bit. But I kind of like wearing them like slip-ons. Yeah, definitely don't want to get those blisters on the back of your ankles. Those aren't cute, especially for the summertime.
No, and I've got one right now. So from wearing them the first time I wore them.
Brutal. It's part of the model life, Kostos. I'm not going to lie. Some
Right,
models'
maybe for you,
poor
not
feet
for
I've
me.
seen. Well, because it's funny, you go into a job and they're like, so what size are you? And it's like, does it really matter? Because they only usually have one pair of shoes. So it doesn't really matter what size you are. They're going to give you the pair they have. So whether you're a size 7 or a size 11, it's like, here you go. Make
Here's
this work.
a 15. Like, good luck.
Exactly. Good luck. Make it look cute. Don't fall on your face. Just, look like you can make this shoe work. Or stuff it with toilet
unfortunately,
paper.
the only size we had was 3.
I know.
The best of luck here.
Skechers was the best with that. They used to only have size 6. So I loved when the models came in that were size 10 and their heel would actually be hanging off the back of it.
Oh, I mean,
and I was just like, I have high arches, so I can actually maneuver my feet into smaller shoes. Still uncomfortable for me, but like to have a size 10 foot squeezing inside of a size 6 is just not okay.
Yeah, it doesn't sound fun. It doesn't sound like something I'd be interested in doing, unless I was getting paid, in which case, sign me up. Please send those offers over. I'd love to do that.
Right. Listen, Kadinga. Mine have not shipped either, so you're not alone. Kostos is just
Sorry
VIP. He's VIP over there.
Guys.
You are VIP with Ame. So we just need to get on your level one of these days, just because, I'm still waiting for that pair. But it is a beautiful colorway.
Pretty fire.
What's going on, Lucy and No Cap? What's good? Welcome in. We are going through our cops for last week. Next up on the list is this beautiful color. I knew you were obsessed with this blue. Wink, wink.
Yeah, you know what? It looks. It's not a bad looking shoe.
It's the UNC blue. It's just. Yeah. I think baby blue is definitely going to be a fun color. I feel like for the spring and summertime. And I'm pretty impressed with the quality on this. I mean, as far as like, the actual suede itself, it's pretty crisp and soft. Obviously, it's like one of those shoes you need to see in hand too, in person, what this blue actually looks like. Because it can be deceiving, I feel like, if you're just going off of images online.
I think it looks better.
Good job with it.
I think they look better in your hand than they do like on the online pictures. I think they actually look better here on video than they did in pictures.
I'm like, definitely something that I needed to see in hand. So somebody's saying they got a bone to pick with me because I was eating pizza with a fork. It was breaking. It was slipping. There was no possible way of me eating that without the fork, unfortunately.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen you just in a bunch of Instagram stories eating pizza, and like you always do it the right way. So I think if Marissa says that it was falling apart, then we have to take her word for it here. And look, I'm a
sourdough.
New Yorker from Queens, so we don't sourdough. What is that?
I've never had a sourdough pizza, but it was actually phenomenal, Kostos. I was surprisingly shocked.
I'm a Mediterranean from New York. Like it is not in my contract as a human being to eat sourdough pizza.
All right, I'm taking you to this place, and you're not even going to know that it was sourdough. They put lemon or something, even like lemon zest or something in the bread. It's crazy. I don't know how they made the sourdough pizza, but it literally is legit, hands down. Oh, and on Mondays, it's half off. Well, $10 pizzas. It's a great steal.
Sold me on that. Always down for that.
It is a deal.
Although I feel like all my Italian friends and family members might disown me for that, but I'll try it.
It's just pretending it's not sourdough. It looks like it's perfection, Picture perfect.
It did look really good.
What's going on, Mom in the house? You can't believe the red navy 550 is much less than resell than last year's colorways. I mean, honestly, Kinnear, like it was pretty crazy, Kostos. Did you see the resell on those 550s last year?
I think
they're still pretty high
right now. The green pair, I think, is going the all white and green pair from the fall. I think goes for like $550 in my size, which is like size 10.
It's insane.
And like these are like up there right now. But I think Kinnear's right that the red navy pair that you were just holding up, which is a fire colorway, it's only going for like $250, $300. And look, like I know like that's a decent amount of money. They retail for $130, but compared to some of the other ones, like you'd be hard pressed to find another IMA shoe like with the New Balance collab that's like $230 or less. That's probably the cheapest.
Yeah, it's definitely. And obviously, when it's the OG colorway, always are going to have like a higher resale price point on that. And this is kind of the second color scheme to go through the second wave. And so that's why I can see the price is kind of a little bit lower. But, I could even see these increasing a little bit in price point value. if they don't, release another 550 in a few years or so, we don't know, what Ame is going to be dropping. He could just be like, all right, I'm good with,
Well, they're going to release the highs, right? The high version of these.
They've still got the highs, which I think, are going to be pretty popular as well. But as far as like the lows go, it's different. And especially if these are kind of bothering you a little bit, that'll be interesting to see how the highs actually fit and feel, with your ankles rubbing against it.
Yeah, it's a great call. Although I feel like, I don't know, I like all their stuff, so I'll probably end up getting them. But my initial reaction was I like the lows better. But we'll see. Like, that's more of a fall shoe, I think. I'm sure they'll be out for the fall, so,
Yeah. So are you going for the 11 lows? I did try to go for those the other week. I entered a raffle and they tried, unfortunately, to give me 12s. So I'm going to try to go for them again. We got a couple colorways dropping this week, which we'll get into a little bit later. But yeah, I'm definitely going to try for those. How do you feel about the 11s, Kostos? Or shall we chat about that later?
I think they're actually like, and I know like I generally don't like Jordans, but I think this is like a pretty clean, simple, pretty fire colorway. I like them.
Yeah, it's definitely clean. What's going on, Chelsea? Welcome in, Frank. And according to JC, maybe I'll save this one for last because I know the other one that you're probably most excited about for my cop of last week. But this is the bright blue Yeezy 700s.
Those are kind of dope as hell, right? And like, I don't know, I passed on them because I felt like I have the Wave Runners already, and now I'm looking at those and like it's a pretty different shoe. I kind of really love it.
They're cool, right? And I was actually kind of showing these compared to my Wave Runners, and it's actually quite different. I mean, obviously the entire front toe box is exactly the same.
Do you want me to get my Waves and hold them up? Do you want me to get my Wave Runners?
Yeah, get your Waves. We'll do a little side-to-side comparison. What is going on, everybody? Kostos is going to grab his Wave Runners here. What's going on, Gem Drops? Good to have you in here. Mr. Streeter, I did cop for retail. And again, this is pretty exciting because they dropped the price point on these. These used to go for $300 and they're now retailing at $240, which is amazing. So we are going to have Kostos' Wave Runners up here. You guys tell me how you guys feel about this new bright blue colorway. What's going on, Martin and Frankie? Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, got some similarities, but they did a good job really just mixing this up. And this is going to be a great...
my thought on it, right? Because I was like, oh, it's like the same colorway basically, or the same basic one, but like there are some similarities, but it's very different, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like, it really is.
Because the light grays, they kind of swapped out with this blue on the suede on the toe box. They kept that teal and the blue in the middle section here on the toe box. But yeah, they definitely switched up a lot of the color scheme to this shoe.
Can you hold it from the top down view?
Like that?
Yeah, it looks, because like I love like looking down at the 700 model because I feel like the top is always so cool, and like that's, I think, a cool look when you look down at your sneakers. Like that's pretty gorgeous. It's a really, really, like, I think, smart looking shoe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful new colorway. So I'm excited to be rocking this in the summer and the springtime. Let's bring out... So I do have a couple other pickups that I did pick up this week, but I don't have them. And that's the dark irises. I took a sneakers win on those last week. So I'm excited to see those in person. But while I wait, I got my favorite colorway of the two, which is the Sesames.
Yeah, it's pretty fantastic. That's neat. That shoe's like a 9.5 or a 10 out of 10 in my opinion.
It is beautiful.
I didn't notice at first that they didn't have the double swoosh on both sides. And like at first I wasn't sure if I liked that or not. And now I think like I actually do, because I feel like it makes the other side pop so much.
Yeah. And I feel like definitely this is the part that you're really going to see when you're walking,
Absolutely.
And this is still subtle enough to have something. At least they didn't leave it blank. But it definitely gives a little, I already got it dirty, guys. Oh man, Kostos. Look at the white on there.
Listen, you got to wear them. Those are too nice just to sit and
I
not
don't
wear.
even know how I scuffed those up already. First day out of the box.
Life's too short to not wear your dope ass shoes. So I fully support wearing those and scuffing them up.
These were coming out of the box day one. Wasn't even gonna wait. What's going on, Angela?
These wave runners are all beat up. I mean, like I got this shit on it. Like you got to wear your stuff.
Tatty Head still waiting on the delivery. Well, it will be worth the wait. Believe me, these shoes are so absolutely beautiful in hand. So again, you guys, Kostos and I just kind of went through our pickups for last week. I've still got a couple wins. So I also picked up a pair of the Jordan Flints in that red colorway. I don't know how I feel about them yet. I'm going to have to see them in hand, figure out how I'm going to style those. How do you feel about those, Kostos? Tell us how you really feel.
I feel like someone it's like you had a white pair of sneakers and then you shanked somebody and they bled all over the sneakers and then Nike was like, here, spend hundreds of dollars on these. They're atrocious.
I had a feeling you were going to say that. So maybe you'll have a change of heart when they have them in hand, but maybe you could possibly still think that I bled on them. I don't know. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to pull out a couple pickups from Supreme actually here shortly. But before I do, just got to let everybody know what happened to me today. So I was banned on the Supreme Reddit page today, everybody. Before I hop into this, Lucy with the donation. Thank you so much, Lucy. You are absolutely amazing, Lucy. Thank you, as always, for all your support. So let me just actually bring this in here so I can kind of show you what... sorry, I'm going to block our faces here, Kostos, for a second so people can read this. You've been permanently banned from participating in the Supreme Reddit. I can still view and subscribe, but I won't be able to post or comment anymore. And this is the reason, everybody, I was banned from this page. Take your low quality posts somewhere else, is what the moderator said to me.
That's pretty harsh from the moderator. I thought moderators were more like come at you correct than that. The reason why we've decided to do it is this and be all polite. This is that's aggressive from the moderator.
Yeah. So for those of you guys who don't know Reddit, I was on the Supreme Reddit page. They have guidelines for each page that you need to abide by. I've abided by every single rule. I've appropriately tagged every single picture. They couldn't say that I was not abiding by this. This is why I'm getting banned. Their reasoning is that my posts were low quality. So now I just want to show you guys actually what my posts look like. We'll leave this up here so you guys can just continue to see that. So I'm going to show you on this Reddit page, Kostos and everybody else, what it kind of looks like on their page, what our typical posts for the Supreme page. Okay. And, this is a page to help people decide whether or not they want to buy items, and to talk about the recent releases. So here is one picture right here.
Okay.
So
the Anna Nicole Smith shirt.
Yeah, this is the Anna Nicole Smith shirt. Okay, okay photo, nothing too crazy. But a typical photo that you will actually see on there is something like this. And this is the product basically in plastic wrap.
Okay.
Not even outside of, the bags themselves. Because obviously these people are going to be reselling this product. They're not actually keeping this. I'm actually somebody who wears the product. That's, what I stand by on the channel, is that I actually want to wear the product and show people what the product looks like on my body, because to me, this is not helpful. A product in a plastic bag. Tell me what this actual t-shirt looks like. There's so much glare on this t-shirt, and there's print on top of this other t-shirt. You have no idea what that imagery even looks like. This is a horrible picture in my mind. This would be an example of a low quality post, in my opinion. You guys tell me if you feel otherwise. So definitely. Now let me show you the post that got me banned. So you guys tell me, is this a low quality post in your opinion?
I think if anything, they should be like paying you to post stuff because that would probably make people want to buy it. I think it's a high quality post.
So this was the post that got me banned off of the Supreme Reddit. And this is what I talk about in my discussions is, it's very difficult as a female to get accepted into the Supreme culture because when people defend you, for instance, the people who defended me on my page against people who were being negative towards me all got banned as well off of this page, which is ridiculous. You're supporting somebody and sticking up for her because it's not okay to basically talk shit to somebody for no reason. They've done absolutely nothing wrong.
Welcome to the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
Of morons with keyboards, absolutely.
But this is the biggest Supreme Reddit thread, and I've been banned for what reason? Can you guys tell me, based off this photo? I mean, obviously this is a Salty McSalterson reasoning, and that's why they banned me, because they obviously couldn't cop this jacket and it really got to them. Let's be real. Actually, you know what? Just in case they're on here right now watching this, which I wouldn't be surprised, let me just put on this coat just to remind them that I actually got this coat. And I still have this coat. It's not in a plastic wrapper. I don't plan on selling this coat.
It's pretty cool.
I'm keeping this coat, Kostos.
Wait, so Supreme, the brand, runs the Reddit page? Like people put Supreme employees, or it's Reddit people?
These are what we call the little Timmies of the world who run that page. And they basically banned me because they're sad that they weren't able to cop this jacket. And I posted about it in a thread basically that states this is for the Supreme community. This is how you tag recent cops for the recent season. And this is for basically people to see and view Supreme content. I think that I basically abided by every rule. And they basically banned me because they said that I need to take my low quality posts somewhere else.
That's such a ridiculous line too. Like that's like real, like a ballsy thing to say. Like take your low quality. It's like, shut up. Like imagine being like that self-righteous and sanctimonious to write something like that with a straight face and then send it. That's clown shit. I
love this comment actually. Mommy didn't give him or her their credit card. Yep. Definitely has something to do with that. So I just need to take 1 second. We got to give some air horn to John Martinez. John Martinez with a $23 donation. Thank you so much, John. This means the world to the channel. You guys know on a week-to-week basis, I am just trying to better the content that I provide for you guys. And we try and keep it real here. And I love having Kostos on with me for Shade Selects every Monday. So love having all of you guys in here, and thanks again for all those who have donated this evening. All right, so this was my Supreme Cop. This is kind of what I had to deal with today is, this lovely take your low quality post somewhere else comment from Reddit saying that I was banned permanently. I guess I'm doing something right, obviously what that means.
I don't even know honestly, I don't even know what to say to like that. Like what they wrote to is insane. Like it's not even like, what do you say? It's not even like worth discussion. It's so stupid on their part.
Yeah, I mean, Gem Drops, you said it right. It's true, and I never really understood it or knew about it till I actually delved into this world, and it's pretty sad. It's really, really hard to be a female in, the sneaker and streetwear community. You really kind of feel the hatred and heat from people.
That's awful too, because I think it's so cool, like to have I just think anyone in general, like what you like and do what you want to do. But I think it's so cool, like for you in this space to be doing what you're doing, and for you to get any hate from anyone is ridiculous. I think people should be praising it and promoting it because it's awesome and an example to other people, other women that might want to do this because it is a male dominated space.
And they're
for everybody. Fashion's for everybody.
Keeping women from these pages, you're basically trying to suffocate us and cut us out of the community. For what reason? You started this thread, obviously, because you love Supreme. Well, you should support everybody who wants to be a part of the Supreme community, But unfortunately, the Salty McSaltersons have to come out and they can't handle it or take it any longer, so they just start banning you. Lowballed. Well, I will say being lowballed, Michaela, is real. For those of you who experience being lowballed by somebody trying to buy your shoes, it happens. And that's just because, people want to make money off of you if they think that they can run you around the bush. I used to tell people all the time I would go in for oil changes, and they'd always try to like make me pay way more than I needed to. I was just like, I know where you're going at here. That's not how much I need to pay for an oil change, though. Nice try.
And I'll say this to Michaela, and like I'm not saying Michaela, like, and that sucks that happened, and I'm not like, I have no doubt that what you're saying is true, but like I have bought sneakers from people before, men, maybe women also, but I think only men, and I definitely lowball the shit out of them because like why not? That's start a negotiation, right, with something low, and then you work your way up from there.
This is pretty common too, Michaela, what you just said. I mean, a typical thing that somebody would say to you to kind of convince you to think that your shoe is bricking is to tell you it's bricking when it's not.
Well, you know what you say to someone like that that tells you that the shoe that they want to buy from you is a brick, then say, then why do you want to buy it? Like, that's what I would say, and leave it at that. Like, why do you want to buy it if you think it's a brick? The price is this. If you think it's a brick, don't pay it. Goodbye.
Exactly.
So fuck out of my life.
Literally go to a place and they want to buy your shoe, but they want to tell you that it's worth nothing. Basically, they're lying to you.
They're negotiating with you, or they're negotiating, like, and then you just don't take their shit. That's it.
I mean, if they didn't really want the shoe and it was truly bricking, they'd probably just tell you to go sell it somewhere else. But the fact that they're just at least trying to get it for retail price point probably means they're going to make some money off of it for sure. All right,
but I definitely I lowball the shit out of people, to be fair, because I feel like until you start a negotiation off, maybe they accept it and I get a good deal. If not, then we work towards a number I think is fair.
Yeah, I mean that's the salesmanship tactic basically. We got the matching hat, Kostos, just for those salty Timmies on that Reddit thread too. I gave you the less hyped out photo, guys. I actually only gave you the jacket photo. I could have done the one with the hat as well. But I think that would have been too much for
banned from the internet if you do that. You can't ever turn your computer on again. It's too much heat. You get banned from the internet.
You can't even search it on Google. They just take me completely off. And then my last pickup was this beauty. Just a nice hot pink graffiti text here. I haven't seen this colorway in a bit on Supreme, so I was happy to get this hot pink colorway, but it was actually quality.
Nice. I have like an undefeated similar color that I got in Tokyo.
This is like a towel material too. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like really,
very cool.
Really high quality. Honestly, I was pretty shocked with Supreme sweatshirts. You don't know till you get them in hand what the quality is. Unfortunately,
that one looks pretty good.
Okay, it's too hot, guys. I'm sorry. It's way too hot in here. Your girl told her 2050. Chicago's, what are you saying? We're fake. Then he proceeded. Oh, well, listen, David, I believe that. Like, if I'm sure people will say that some things are fake too when they're actually not and try and lowball you. But why would you be buying fakes?
Yeah, I mean, this is
why are you gonna tell somebody it's fake? Exactly.
If you're selling something and then someone wants to buy it and they tell you it's fake, sell it to me for less, you should respond, why would you pay any amount of money for something that's fake? Like,
right?
It's not, it's not, or else we wouldn't be having this conversation if you really felt like the sneaker was fake. So enough with the bullshit. Are you gonna pay me what I want to be paid for this? And move on.
Great tactic. Yeah, those are fake, but I'll pay you $400 or $500 for them.
It's like, or you're full of shit. And it's obvious that you're full of shit. So let's cut the shit. And are you going to pay me what I actually want for this or not?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. People are saying the same thing. Like, why would you even take money for fakes if they were fake? So yeah, that was a pretty big, heavy week for me. I'm just waiting on some shoes, obviously, to be delivered. But excited we got to get a shot with our feet one of these days with our Ame Leon doors, Kostos. I mean, maybe at SneakerCon. Yeah, everybody, that's right. Kostos and I are going to be at SneakerCon. So I know a lot of you have talked about wanting to meet us there. That will be your chance. We are going to be rocking some shade gear for you guys, so you'll know where to find us.
Awesome.
All right, so let's get into some of the drops coming out this week. I actually think I'm going to start off with Supreme, because Supreme's got some pretty cool stuff that's coming out this week. Pull this out. All right, let's bring this up. All right, so got some interesting items on here. We've got some sneakers coming out, Kostos. So let's start from the bottom. It looks like it's pretty light drop list so far. I don't know about this Jamie Reed fuck all shirts.
That's definitely like England inspired, right? Britain inspired. Fuck all. I feel like it's a great British expression. So is it's all bollocks. So this has got to be like, I don't know who Jamie Reed is.
I feel like
definitely British, 100%.
Hey, it might go with your fuck t-shirt, you know?
Yeah.
Have that underneath there.
Absolutely. But that was a little more subtle than it just like actually saying like fuck in like really like bold letters.
And
like, that's at least a
the
little
jacket.
subtle.
The jacket's not as cool as the t-shirt. I gotta be real. That t-shirt is fire, so I'm excited to give that to you. I hope it fits you in a size medium.
I'm sure it will.
Oh yeah, because there you go. It's all bollocks. So this is definitely some English take.
See, that I like. Like that I like. It's all bollocks, because bollocks I feel like is like it's an English curse, like a curse word in London or in England. Not even really like a bad one, and you can say that in America, and like no one's gonna like look twice at you if you're like that's bollocks. Like they know it's an English
exactly.
word, they're not gonna
be like, oh my god, he said bollocks. Why would he say bollocks? My goodness.
And like I hate that hashtag on Instagram, like if you know, you know, whatever like the letter acronym is. It's like no one cares of like whatever stupid shit that you're posting that like you and like your 3 friends know about. But I actually think this is like an if you know, you know, like bollocks. Yeah. I actually do think so.
So then it looks like we have a fuck all sweater.
Too much for me. I mean, I'm all for F-bombs, but I mean, that's pretty aggressive.
You think we're going with the theme here on this collab?
I mean, I do. It makes me want to like look this designer up a little bit because I love me some F-bombs, but like to wear it, I feel like is like very aggressive, like when it's written like that.
Yeah, it's definitely like in your face. So
I'm almost 40 years old. Like I can't be walking around with shirts that say fuck on them. It's just like, can't do it.
People are like, how old is this guy?
Oh, 38 next month.
Right? They're like, he sure is wearing a lot of F-bombs all over him. No. So the most hyped up items are these 3 pieces. We've got the Air Max 96s, and what I actually love about this shoe is that it is see-through on the sides. So let's see if we can just pull this up here. Actually, it's being blocked by there. Let me just see if we can see it. Hold up. There we go. What do you think about this shoe?
Okay. I think so. The first thing it makes me think is it's got some Yeezy 450 vibes. Now this obviously came out like 30 years ago or close to it, 25 years ago. So I'm not saying that like they're ripping it off, but maybe the reason why this is getting released now is because they kind of look like the 450s a little bit. And I have to be honest, I think the Air Max 96 is gross. I think there's a reason why like no one talks about the Air Max 96. We talk about 90s, 95s, 97s, etc. No one talks about the 96s. There's a reason why, but I asked myself this when I was looking at them before, and I was like, if Kanye came out with a shoe that looked like this now, would people like it? Would I like it? And I was like, I would consider it. Now, I don't like the other 2 colorways, the black colorway and the camo colorway, but
let's take a look at those.
Yeah, that's way like too much for me. Like that, it's just, yeah.
I think the white is the pair that I definitely think is fire. But yeah, this camo, because you're going to see your socks underneath there too. So it's kind of weird to print. All right, we're back. That Supreme community page. It's just, literally, the Supreme page just kills it. So this is a drop that's coming out, this t-shirt. It is, I'm not sure if it's going to be a Milan exclusive, but this is so fire. It's literally the Last Supper, and I'm Filipino, and every Filipino Kostos has a photo of the Last Supper in like 8 different places in their house. It's just so common. I don't know what it is, but I just, like, my grandma's got literally 8 photos of the Last Supper in her home. You can't, like, look at a wall without seeing the Last Supper in that house. It is crazy.
Very Christian, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I be honest about this? And I maybe give, like, a old man yelling at cloud type take here?
Yeah.
You can kind of see it there on the left, but I've seen it. Yeah, it's the Last Supper with the Supreme logo in front of it. I don't know. I think I say this a lot. Like, I'll never tell people what to do, tell people they can't like something. So me saying this right now is like, It's all good. If you people like it, that's fine. I don't know, like, I don't even go to church all the time anymore. I just think, like, there are some things that should, like, not be, like, marketed and, like, capitalized financially. Like, as a Catholic, someone who was raised Catholic, I'm not a huge fan of putting, like, the Last Supper on a Supreme logo with, like, some of the other stuff they put out. I don't want to say it's sacrilegious because I don't want to get dramatic or anything like that. I just feel like that's not the place for it. My opinion, people can disagree and that's fine, but I don't know if the Catholic people agree with me or disagree, but I don't like it. Like, I would never wear it. You couldn't pay me to wear it. I think it's a little offensive, and I'm not that type of guy. I just think, like, why do that?
All right, I got to figure out how to unzoom this because it's so big right now. But these are shoes we've already discussed before. Let's just bring this over here, and the shoe that just won't come out, Patness.
Well, you know what I said to you.
So these are they're supposed to come out tomorrow, you guys. I don't know if they're actually going to come out tomorrow. We'll see. But
they should be delayed forever. They should never come out. That's the solution. It's one of the ugliest colorways of all time. Just keep delaying them, and then they just never release. And they save people the money from having to pay and wear these because they're revolting.
What's going on, Rick? Evil Monkey. What's happened, everybody? We were just going through our drops. This is the Patnas that we're talking about that's supposed to be releasing tomorrow. I have honestly no idea if, it's actually going to be releasing or not. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow is the lucky day, Kostos, but you're over the shoe, so I get it.
Over it would imply like I was, like, for it at some point.
I did forget to mention I grabbed a pair of slides last week in the resin colorway. Those just came in. And I'm excited to have those because my other ones are falling apart. It's just like becoming a nightmare.
I copped the Pures. They're at StockX right now waiting for verification. So I should get them by about 2026.
You got the Pures. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I think that's like just... I have that colorway 2 coming. I don't know why, though. I got 2 off the Confirmed app, but I only got 1. So I'm questioning, like, why did you only send me 1? What is going on? Weird. It's so weird how that happens. It's like, you don't want to send them together, guys? It's so much easier to just send it in one box. Save you some money. But apparently they don't want to do it that way. They want to send it one at a time. All right, so let me just bring up the next shoe here. Let's see what is going on. All right, I gotta make my screen a little smaller. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. I just need to minimize my screen here, but these are, you know, it's this app. It's just not really working with me on minimizing it. So this is the Jordan 11 Low Bright Citruses, though. I think, you know, it's different color scheme for the 11s. I do think I like that lighter blue tone a little bit more, but this is different, you know. It's a pop of orange. Kind of makes me feel like I need a nice refreshing orange juice or something like that. But it's subtle at least. At least it's not like this crazy all over orange vibe going on. It's just on the outsole, and then you've got the accents that are slightly on the tongue there. Would you rock these?
I mean, I wouldn't buy them, but like if someone gave them to me, like I would wear them. Yeah. If that's fair. Like, I don't like them enough to buy them, but I do think they're okay enough that I would wear them. Yeah. I think they're inoffensive. I think it's kind of clean. I would not have a problem wearing them, but I would not pay for them.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I definitely think that you could wear these pretty well only because the majority of the shoe is all white. It's kind of looks cheap to me, though. I can't tell in that leather. Or maybe they just took a bad photo of it. But, like, it's just, you know, it's, okay. Now I'm figuring out this app, you guys. I will be smarter than this application. I swear. All right. Let me move things back around here. I'm like, why can I not show you the shoe? So there's the image of it. I'm just looking at the leather quality. I just can't quite tell. It's definitely not tumbled on the toe box there. But it's got a nice sheen to it.
It's okay. Sneakers are right. It's not great.
It's all right, yeah. Rusty Penny. Everybody's like, I'm so picky with my shoes. I get it, David. We're all picky with our shoes. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to be selective. Especially with how much sneakers cost these days. My God.
Yeah, or then you get I have so many pairs that I just don't wear anymore, and it gives me anxiety. So I'm trying to just be really
Your
selective.
Girlfriend's probably like, Kostos, we got to talk.
Well, that actually has happened, and she's like, we need to throw a lot of stuff out to make more room. And when she says that, she's talking about my stuff, not hers. So
yeah. It's like, we need to get rid of some stuff, your stuff.
And to be fair, she's not wrong.
All right, so again, we're still on these dunks, you guys. We are never going to see the end of it. I don't think we're ever going to see the end of it, Kostos. But
No.
Here's some more dunks they're going to be releasing this week for those of you who are looking to add to your dunk collection. I still have 2 dunks to post. I'm so backed up on dunks. I've literally just shot one yesterday. I have 2 more to shoot. So definitely on a dunk overload. These are some interesting combinations. I don't know how I feel about the color blocking on this though. So these are the Nike Dunk Low Free 99s. And they're offering this in the white and black color scheme.
I think the blacks are actually, and I never feel this way because I generally like white sneakers better than black sneakers, but I think the black colorway is significantly better than the white one because the white colorway makes no sense. Where does the brown come from here? They look like clown shoes. I don't like the white one, but I think the black colorway is basically a bunch of pastels, and I don't even think that's a brown swoosh, right? It doesn't look bad with everything there, so I think that's more wearable, honestly, than the bottom one, which is a bunch of colors that to me make no sense. So I think the black pair is infinitely more wearable than the white one.
Yeah, that bottom one is complicated.
Well, it's awful is what it is.
It's kind of got that gum bottom look too, which is interesting that they went with that for the outsole on those. What's going on, 901, the gamer in the house? Good to have you in here, Jay Mugga. Good to see everyone is joining in with us this lovely Monday night. Kostos and I are going through the cops for the week, and we are now on these dunks. They're going to be releasing on Friday. And we are just a little confused on the color scheme they've got going on here. But it sounds like
you agree with me?
Completely. I don't like that white pair. I don't like it at all. I feel like, too, it's one of those shoes, maybe I need to see it in person, but even in person, just the teal and that blue selection that they chose with the yellow, it
makes no sense. It's just a very, I don't know, maybe I don't know what the designer was going for with these, but it ain't it for me. The top pair is not terrible. It's an Easter pair almost. I don't think that pair is awful, but the bottom one is
the top one you can make it work, and I think it's because definitely. the black accent, and they didn't choose those 2 blues. They didn't choose the teal and that lighter sky blue on it. I think they chose a better color combination just in general on there.
And the yellow on the top pair is more muted. On the bottom pair, it's mustard almost. It looks like so, which restricts it even more. And that green is not a classic green. It's an aqua green almost. It's just a sea green. It's very weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very weird. I don't know. I'm so tired. I need a break of dunks, I realize. I think Nike just needs to put the brakes on it for just a minute and, give us some other stuff to put out. If it's ever possible to run out of color options, right?
Well, they haven't on the Jordan 1 yet, so...
So next up is the Jordan 11 Blue Retros. I know the Legend Blues have been just delayed, and you guys already know my experience. I thought that I won a raffle, and they tried to, basically give me a 12 instead of 11. Thank God I opened the box before... I was going to purchase them, but that would have been a bad situation. This, in my opinion, is a much better colorway in comparison to that bright citrus color. This is just something I feel like you can really style. And I do kind of like this low cut. especially for the summer and springtime as we get into the warmer weather. I just really kind of limit my high top shoes. It's brutal out here in New York, you guys. It is brutal.
And like, you know, I feel like people don't, well, some people maybe don't consider it sometimes, like just how, like the difference it can make in wearability going from like one shade of a color to like slightly different. So it looks to me like, I don't know if you agree, but like the color of this shoe, the blue, is it's not quite a Carolina blue, because Carolina blue is darker than this. This is like a lighter, like icy blue almost.
Yeah, it's like an icy sole.
Yes, which I feel like is more wearable than a Carolina blue. So I feel like it looks similar. So people may think, oh, like Carolina blue, like and rock that kind of color, like color palette with it. I think this is actually more wearable than like a Carolina blue shoe, because like that is it's a lighter shade of blue. I think it makes it more accessible.
It's more subtle. I mean, I feel like if you're not comfortable just rocking an all over, you know, UNC blue colorway like this is kind of the way to do it. You know, just nice little slight accents on the shoe.
But enough so that it pops. Like
exactly,
this
like
pops
you can see this
in a much more, I think, like elegant and sophisticated way than like the citrus pair. I think this is like an elevated shoe compared to that one.
All right, so we're not going to see those citrus pairs on your feet, are we, Kostos?
Well, unless you buy them and like send them to me, like I'll wear them.
You're like, I'll try them out, you know, maybe just for you, only for you.
As long as they're free. If it's free, it's for me, and I'll check them out at that point. But I would not pay for those. No chance. I got too many other fire pairs of shoes to rock this summer.
So we got some Yeezys coming out this weekend. It looks like we've just been doing back-to-back Nike shoes. But hey, Adidas is, you know, coming up on Saturday. So if you guys are looking to cop a pair of some Adidas, we've got some 500s dropping, the Enflame color scheme. Thoughts on this? Kind of is reminding me of similar colors for the bright blue, but I think the bright blue, they just did a better job.
So I was actually thinking about like earlier, like the worst Yeezy colorways ever. And there were a couple 380s that come to mind that are like pretty bad. Like the highlights are bad. I don't think the blue oats are great. There was like the Lemonite pair, I think it's called, that are all like, I think like pretty bad. But like you can kind of understand when you look at it, kind of like what the color scheme is supposed to be. And if you wanted to, you could like plan an outfit around it. Now it would be a shitty outfit and people would look at you and be like, what the fuck are you wearing? But you could at least like style. I look at this pair and I think, I don't know what the fuck Kanye or whoever was thinking when this was designed. I don't think these colors go together. I actually think, and I thought about it, so this is not like just an off-the-cuff statement here, I think this is the worst Yeezy colorway ever, because it's like offensively bad to me, as opposed to just being normal bad. This is offensive to me. Like, what the fuck do you wear this with? Why are all these colors? Why is there brown with 2 shades of orange and tan and like navy and gray? I don't get it.
The orange reminds me of the superhero. Who's the guy that looks like the bricks? He's like all orange, and it literally that looks like the Thing. That is the Thing on the bottom of that shoe.
Sure, but make a Thing sneaker then and have it be like that color. Like, why are all these other colors in here? Like, just, what do you wear with this?
I know. And that brown, it's an interesting brown that they went with on that mesh. Right? Yeah, it's like a chocolatey kind of hue, but oh, man. Definitely Kanye went, I guess, steering in a different direction with this color scheme. Do
you think I'm too hard? Do you think I'm being too hard on it?
I don't like them, Kostos. I don't like this colorway.
Is it the worst Yeezy colorway in your opinion? Do you agree with me, or is that taking it too far?
I mean, I think maybe he could have made it worse. I think the best part of the shoe is actually like that light cream kind of beige tone.
Sure, yeah, because it's from the blush, which is the best 500.
Yeah, that's the best color. If he swapped that out, honestly, with another color, I think it would have made it slightly worse.
But this is I can't think of a Yeezy colorway that's worse than this one. I don't know if people agree or disagree.
No,
What's worse than this that he's come out with on a
No Cap likes this colorway, but some other people feel differently. I think this is just, this is a really hard color to kind of wrap my head around and just how to style it artistically. I think it's an interesting color combo. And I also feel like you really just have to love the 500 silhouette. And in my opinion, like it's never been like at the top of my list out of all the Yeezy silhouettes. The 500 has kind of been on the lower tier for me personally. But I think if you are a fan of this 500, you're going to love this colorway no matter what.
I mean, I like the 5. I have 2 pairs of 500s. I have the blushes and the soft visions. And I don't know, like...
I love the blushes. The blushes is... That's such a beautiful colorway.
Literally goes with everything. The Yeezy 500 blushes. And I had wanted, like, more colorful 500s. Like, I have the salt boots. Like, I like the silhouette. I don't know, like... To me, that's like a whole bunch of colors that like do not go together. And I just don't understand, like, when there's so many colors to choose from for a 500 and like, that's what he chooses. It's just like, why, man? Like, why? Like, you could have come up with probably, like, no exaggerate, like 5,000 colorways that were probably better than that of different shades and shit. And we get this.
Yeah, it's definitely different. But I can see how some people would feel like these are great, but you know, it's like that acquired taste for these ones. So last but not least, I actually posted my first short story. YouTube finally gave me my stories. It only took them almost a year. It's like, when are you guys going to give me access to my stories? Thank you. So I can put little stories up, you guys. So be sure to check out those stories. So I did a story on the Jordan 7 Retro Flints, my first short story. I think, you know, in person, I was actually surprised. I think it's a lot better quality than I'm used to seeing on this specific shoe, but it is a 7. Not stories, sorry, shorts. Called it stories, shorts, you guys. I've now gained access to shorts. I'm so confused with all these apps these days. You got stories on Instagram, shorts on YouTube. So my access to shorts has finally, the door has been unlocked. I've been given the key.
And they will not be like, take your low quality shorts somewhere else.
Oh my God, can you imagine? I'd be like, who is moderating YouTube right now? Literally, complete BS.
Oh, people are saying in the chats that like I hate Yeezy. Like I have like literally like 15 pairs of Yeezys. Like I like Yeezys, I just don't like the Enflames.
Yeah, definitely. It's just a different color. Like especially like the blush. That's honestly one of my favorite colors that dropped in the 500 lows. Like I think those are fire. I have the 500 Turians. I'm obsessed with them. You know, but some people hated those as well.
I didn't like them, for instance. It doesn't mean, and look, people can like what they like, and like I always say that. So it doesn't mean that just because I like it, it's bad. Like you like the Tyrians, they're for you. They're not for me. The Enflames could be for someone. They're not for me.
Right. So, what's up, Timmy? In the house. Good to have you in here, Goggles. So yeah, these were nice to see in store. You know, it was one of those things where I think the pictures sometimes don't do it as much justice, but I think that they definitely kind of picked up the quality on these 7s than I've seen on some previous releases.
Cool.
The suede is definitely a nicer suede. You can feel like they, you know, really used a higher quality suede on there. And then the leather is actually tumbled white leather throughout it. So they definitely did a great kind of stand-up job with that tumbled leathering system, which you can't even really see as much in this image, but it is quite nice in hand. And it's a clean colorway. Subtle pieces of that, you know, hint of purple kind of popping through there on the side and on the tongue.
And purple and gray, I think, is such a classic combination. So, like, I kind of really dig it. That's like Kit's like entire color scheme and stuff like that.
Yes, this is true. All right, you guys. So that pretty much is the list for the week. Those are the Saturday drops. Kostos, what are you thinking about potentially going for this week, if anything?
I don't know. I think I kind of want to pass the entire board this week and like, save my money. Save my money for other things, potentially like buying shit at SneakerCon.
Last week was a heavy week. I mean, it's definitely not comparable to this week whatsoever. I mean, there are a couple shoes that are okay. I definitely really am thinking about getting the, you know, Supreme Air Max 96s in the white colorway, but I'm just so unlucky with my sizing sometimes with the shoes. But that's the only color I think I like.
I wanted to bring something up actually, because I was at humble brag. I was at this rooftop bar yesterday on Sunday in Manhattan, and there was this dude there, and he had the Prada Adidas Superstars, and I had never seen them on foot or in person, and I didn't even realize
how high quality is that shoe.
I have to be honest.
Made in Italy.
When I saw the pictures online, I was like, well, this is like a fucking basic Adidas Superstar that has the Prada name on it, so they're going to sell it for a lot more money. Fuck this. And then I saw it on this dude's foot, and like, I probably don't know if I would still pay for it, but these looked dope as fuck. And the dude wore no socks with them, and it's a see-through sneaker. And I'm thinking at first, like, well, that's kind of like, I would probably just wear white socks with it or whatever. And then I'm looking at them, and I'm like, it's the summertime, and this is basically like the equivalent of like a high class, like bougie ass sandal or something, or like,
yeah.
I thought they were pretty sick. So if you get those Supremes, are you wearing socks with them or no?
I'm probably gonna wear socks with them just because like my feet will get blisters, and I'm a foot model, Kostos. I gotta keep those feet pretty, or I won't get any bookings. I gotta keep my toes in perfect mint condition, skin perfectly, silky, just so it glows on camera. We got Timmy saying Marissa can sport sour milk on her feet and still pull that off. Timmy, you crack me up.
You're right. And listen, like I'm no stranger. I like a good pedicure myself, so can't hit on that at all.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely not as hyped of a week. I think Supreme in that white and red color scheme is probably my go-to of the week. Maybe that other dunk that we saw Kostos, but I'm not going to be sad if I don't get it. I am so backed up with shoes already as it is for last week. Guys, I'm so behind on our content. I promise I'm going to be pumping out pretty much videos left and right here. We got so much heat coming out, especially on some of the shoes I just showed you guys I haven't done videos on yet. So hoping to get those out as soon as possible, but there's just not enough time in the day.
No doubt, I feel that.
But yeah, so definitely prepping for SneakerCon, you guys. You'll have to let Kostos and I know what shoes we should be picking up while we are out there. Hopefully we can have an amazing live episode for you guys, and maybe do an episode on some live pickups.
Looking forward to it. I'll make sure.
Guys,
I
almost forgot one of the best cops of last week, Kostos. I cannot believe it. The Travis
that's
Scott
actually
fixes.
a really bad job by you. You're right. Yes.
Wow.
Well, the people that stuck around till the end here are in for a treat.
Oh my gosh. So they have been shipped. They're en route to me. I wish I had them in hand to show you guys right now, but I will be doing a video on the Travis Scott 6s. I'm so excited to see those in person. I may be rocking those actually at SneakerCon. I'm still kind of deciding. Maybe I'll let you guys decide what shoes should Shade wear and what shoes should Kostos wear to SneakerCon. We'll have you guys like vote, and we'll have to tally it up and rock the shoes you guys pick for us.
I might wear my. Yeah, that's a great question.
Right? What are you gonna bring?
I think I have to bring like my Atmos Air Max 1s, right?
Yes, for
Probably
sure.
Have to bring those. I don't know, maybe my Belugas, the Beluga 1s. And I don't know, like I kind of just want to like wear this pair all the time. Just in general, so.
It's a classic shoe. It really is. I mean, I think that's just a go-to shoe to bring with you. Even like rocking that in the airport. I don't know. Yeah, definitely. I think that's a good call to bring those. Kenny, you're wrestling with what to wear too? Oh, they're saying wear the 500 Enflames.
Oh, I do have that's a no cap. I like that.
Foam runners would be a good one.
Actually.
Right? I definitely was thinking about bringing foam runners for sure because it's going to be hot in Texas.
No, yes.
So I didn't even think about that. Exactly. So we got to put our minds together on the heat out there and what shoes are going to be, worthy of hot temperatures. Since it really hasn't been that hot in New York except for Sunday. My goodness, it's like 80 degrees or something. How insane.
But you know what? It was glorious. Like I was like basking in the sunlight. It was great.
Yep. It was. There's nothing better than having a beautiful day like like Sunday. If only we had that today too. It was a little crappy outside, not gonna lie. But hopefully you guys all take W's this week. For those of you who are going to be going for shoes, we are hitting our 10 o'clock point, and you know, it always flies by on these Shade Selects when I have you on with us, Kostos. So thanks again for joining us and going through our selects. I can't wait to see what we bring to the table next week, if anything, since this, you know, maybe a lighter week. But hopefully next week you guys can have some shoe options in mind that you think Kostos and I should be repping at SneakerCon, because we are going to have some fire content when we are out there. And we've got a few weeks, I guess, to pack, Kostos, and really brainstorm on what to wear.
Looking forward to it. And yeah, it's going to be awesome. People follow me on Instagram at the Kostos, just THE in front of my last name, which you can see on the screen here. I'm on Twitter as well, but I talk about sports on there all the time, so probably not of interest, but Instagram more than the other stuff. And always great to be on with you.
All right, guys. Thanks again for tuning in to another Shade Selects with Kostos and I. Again, go follow him if you haven't. He is also the host of You Better You Bet, sports betting personality. #1, I guess, in our books over here on the Shade Game.
My book too, to be fair, I would say.
Your book too.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it was such a pleasure hanging out with you guys, going through our pickups and what we're thinking about copping for the week. If you haven't already hit the like, do that right now. If you're new here, welcome. Thanks so much for tuning in and joining us. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure to check out our membership tiers and merch store when you guys have a chance. And we will see you guys next Monday for another Shade Selects. Take care, everyone. See you later.